Hey guys, welcome back to Acres and More, and today we're going to be showing you how to preserve some flowers with our homemade press. If you want to see how we made this press, stay tuned to the end of this video and we'll give you a quick tutorial of how you can make your own press with things you have around your homestead. Flowers that are a little bit wilted, too wilted, starting to get moldy, do not press well, so you want to go through your bouquet and try to pick the freshest flowers. Once you've selected your flowers that you're doing, we're going to be cutting them off around the base and just trying to preserve the bulb. Alright, and then this next part you can just like speed up. We're going to pull off any dead flowers, any loose petals. Alright, so for our press, it's just simple, two pretty thick pieces of heavy wood. And we got them secured with some bolts and some washers. And that's basically how our press is going to press. So this is going to be the base of our press, and we're going to be doing a different kind of layering method. We're going to start with cardboard, paper, put in our flowers, more paper, parchment paper, and then cardboard again. The cardboard and the regular printer paper are going to help absorb any moisture throughout the 2-week process it takes them to press, and the parchment paper is going to help prevent any sticking to the wood. When you're laying your flowers down on your paper to press, you want to do your best to not let any flowers overlap each other. Baby's breath can overlap a little bit in the background, but you kind of want to make sure that your petals don't touch each other. Because the way you lay it and the way you press it is the way it's going to look. So we're just going to organize these in here, whatever way you want to do it. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Just whatever way you want your flowers to look like when they get done pressing. Alrighty, once you got your flowers arranged in whatever way you want them, you're going to go back in with just another regular piece of printer paper and kind of give them a little bit of a smush here. And when you do the smush, you'll be able to fix and come in here and kind of move the flowers around to what way you want them. So that way you can open the blooms in the middle to get those in there and all that good stuff. After you have another piece of paper, you're going to go in with a parchment paper and another piece of cardboard. Alrighty, now that we got everything layered, we're going to go back in with the top board of our press and get it all lined up with our bolts. There we go. Alright, and you're going to give it a good push and try to get those bolts in as much as possible. Now, if your bolts don't come all the way up because your flowers are too thick or whatever's going on to where you can't fasten it with your nuts and your washers, you're going to want to lay something heavy on it. And as the weight of whatever you lay heavy on it lets the flowers smush more, you'll be able to fasten it. So let's go ahead and we're going to lay a cast iron skillet on it. Alright, so we're going to let that basically gravity do the work for us now, and we're going to come back in a few hours and we should be able to fasten on our nuts and bolts, and all you'll do is you'll lay your washer and screw in your nut so that way it all stays together, and you'll leave that for about 2 weeks, and then when we come back you should have dried, beautiful pressed flowers. Stay tuned for part 2 when we actually come back and open up the press to see how our press did. Thank you for watching Acres and More Homestead. This was Hope. We'll see you next time.